Let's try to explain Einstein's mind-blowing ideas about gravity and space-time curvature in the simplest way possible. Just keep an open mind and a sense of wonder. And don't worry if you don't get it right away. This stuff is truly revolutionary. First off, let's recap Newton's idea of gravity. He said that every object with mass attracts every other object with mass. The strength of this attraction depends on the masses of the objects and the distance between them. This is why Earth pulls you towards it. It's the most massive object nearby, and the further away you are from Earth, the weaker the gravitational pull. However, there is a big problem with this idea. Newton couldn't explain how gravity works. He didn't know how objects attract each other from a distance, without any physical contact. He just came up with a mathematical formula to calculate the force of attraction, which worked pretty well for most purposes. But it left scientists wondering how gravity works. Now let's talk about Einstein's theory of general relativity. According to Einstein, gravity is not a force at all. Instead, space-time becomes curved near massive objects like Earth. So when you stand next to a very massive object, you are really falling towards it. You are not pulled by a force. You are just following the curve of space-time. This is why astronauts in orbit seem to be floating. They are not in a zero-gravity environment. They are falling around Earth, but they are falling at the same rate as their spaceship. So they don't feel any force. Everything is falling equally, so it feels like everything is weightless. This is similar to the experience of someone who is in free fall, such as a skydiver who has just jumped out of a plane and has not yet opened the parachute. When you are in free fall, you feel like you are floating. You are not pulled down by gravity. You are just falling down along the curved path of space-time. To understand this better, imagine a bottle full of water on a table. The bottle represents a spacecraft, and the water represents the stuff inside the spacecraft, including the astronauts. Now let's release the bottle. What do you think will happen? Will the water spill out? No, the water won't spill out. Why? Because both the bottle and the water are in free fall. There is no external force acting on them, so they will continue to fall together as one unit. They won't break apart. This is exactly what happens in space. When a spacecraft is in orbit, it doesn't need any rocket boosters or motors to stay in place. It just falls around Earth without breaking apart. This is because it is in free fall. It is falling at the same rate as Earth's gravity. But what if the same spacecraft suddenly starts accelerating upwards with a force equal to Earth's gravity? In this case, the water will start spilling out. Why? Because there is an external force acting on the bottle. The force is equal to the weight of the bottle. This means that the bottle is no longer in free fall. It is not falling at the same rate as Earth's gravity. So the water, which is not attached to anything, starts spilling out. This is a great example of Einstein's equivalence principle, which says that the feeling of gravity and acceleration are exactly identical. You cannot tell the difference between them. If you are in a closed box and it accelerates upwards with a force equal to Earth's gravity, you will feel like you are standing still on Earth. You will feel like you have weight, and you will see the water in the bottle not spilling out. Okay, now let's look at the same situation from the point of view of the astronaut inside the spacecraft. For him, the bottle is not spilling out because he is not accelerating. He is in free fall. But if he turns on the engine and starts accelerating upwards, the water will spill out because he is no longer in free fall. He is now under the influence of a force. This means that the astronaut is really feeling a force equal to Earth's gravity, and this force is not coming from the Earth. It is coming from the engine. So in essence, the astronaut is not being pulled down by Earth. He is being pushed up by his own engine. Next, let's think about what happens if the astronaut leaves the spacecraft and goes outside for a spacewalk. he will still feel a force equal to Earth's gravity, even though he is far away from any massive objects. He will feel this force only if he tries to move sideways or upwards. If he moves in these directions, he will feel a force pushing him back down. This is because space-time is curved around Earth, and the astronaut is trying to move in a straight line, but space-time is not flat. So the astronaut cannot move in a straight line. He will always feel a force pulling him back towards Earth. This force is what we call gravity. So the astronaut is not really falling towards Earth. Earth is accelerating towards him. And this brings us to the final question. Are we really falling around the sun? Or is the sun accelerating towards us? Well, the answer is both. We are falling towards the sun, but the sun is also accelerating towards us. And this is because space-time is curved by the masses in the universe. Every object with mass curves space-time around it. And the more massive an object is, the more it curves space-time. This is why Earth curves space-time more than the sun. Even though the sun is much more massive than Earth, Earth is much closer to us. So it has a stronger gravitational pull than the sun. This also means that space-time is not flat. It is curved by all the masses in the universe. And this curvature affects how objects move in space. Objects always travel in straight lines, but they always travel in the shortest path in curved space-time. This is why planets orbit stars in elliptical shapes. They are following the shortest path in curved space-time. So in conclusion, according to Einstein's general theory of relativity, gravity is not a force at all. It is the effect of space-time curvature. Massive objects like Earth curve space-time around them. And this curvature makes us feel like we are being pulled towards those objects. But we are not really being pulled. We are just following the shortest path in curved space-time. Every object always travels at the speed of light in space-time. If an object gains velocity in the space dimension, then its speed decreases in the time dimension. That's why time slows down for objects that move faster. Space-time is a four-dimensional fabric that connects space and time together. And this fabric is not flat. It is curved by the masses in the universe. And this curvature affects how objects move in space. According to Einstein, objects always travel in straight lines, but they always travel in the shortest path in curved space-time. This is why planets orbit stars in elliptical shapes. They are following the shortest path in curved space-time. So according to Einstein, gravity is not a force. It is the effect of space-time curvature. Massive objects like Earth curve space-time around them. And this curvature makes us feel like we are being pulled towards those objects. But we are not really being pulled. We are just following the shortest path in curved space-time. Well, that's a summary of Einstein's general theory of relativity. I hope you found this video useful and informative. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like comment below what you thought of this video. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.